Hello ladies and gentlemen of StarCraft Nation, Zoya here from the StarCraft Squad, bringing you another professional matchup. Spawning in the top right as the Gree Zerg, as GGNaugrim. Seen a couple of his games so far, and I like the way he plays. I've never really seen much before until I started casting his games, but he's a pretty good Zerg. And then in the bottom left is mTwDimaga. Everyone knows Dimaga. He's one of the strongest players in the world right now. Like to see him perform well in a couple tournaments this year because he's really, really good. So we're going to watch both their plays, see what they're going to do, how their builds differ, and who ends up on top this match. Both players overlording at the exact same time, droning at the exact same time. Zerg versus Zerg openings are so much fun that I'm just going to have ×2 through the beginning because until something is happening, it is really, really boring. Extractor going down for Dimaga before pull. Still nothing from Naugrim's end, though. Overlords walking past each other. Spawning pool being built for Dimaga, and we're getting a hatchery before pull for Naugrim. So builds are definitely differing quite a bit. Pull going down for Naugrim right now. Gas being mined by Dimaga. Hatchery's almost finished for him, or spawning pool's almost finished for him. Still no gas yet for Naugrim, though, just now getting it. Overlord's about to sky each other. Expansion's almost finished. Dimaga's getting speed and still choosing to get gas. We're probably going to see some banelings or roaches in the mix. Pull's just about to finish for Naugrim. Roach Warren immediately going down. So from Naugrim we're seeing heavy roaches off of 2 bases. And off of Dimaga we're going to see Ling Baneling. Going to be interesting to see where this goes. Still mining gas with 3 harvesters. Sling speed is getting there. It's almost finished. Roach Warren is almost finished for Naugrim. No queen at the expansion yet. Queen just now finishing at the main. Baneling nest finished. Lynx being about to finish also. We have 5 roaches on the way for Naugrim. We have 12 lings on the way for Dimaga. So it's going to be Ling Baneling versus roaches. This could go either way, really, just whoever micros best. I'm going to say the roaches have the advantage against this. Roaches destroy banelings and destroy lings, but Dimaga, being the player he is, can definitely break this. It's not impossible to win as Ling Baneling versus roaches, but it's a little bit more difficult than Ling Baneling versus lings, I have to say. Now here comes some poking at the hatcher right here. Here comes some roaches. Getting a good surround there. Good job to Dimaga, showing him what he has to take. Taking out several roaches, but these lings are just getting picked off one by one as well. Roaches do such a good job at tanking these lings that it's really hard to tell who came out. If we go to unit slots tab, we definitely saw a huger loss from Naugrim there, but he is constantly building roaches right now, forcing Dimaga back. Dimaga's just going to keep poking at this hatchery, keep anything from being mined here. Right now we have no banelings on the way. We're just still seeing constant pressure from Dimaga right now. We have a mix of lings and roaches here from Naugrim. Morphing in 2 banelings right now, just to apply a little bit of extra pressure. Poking, just keeping this base from healing. Naugrim just killed one of his roaches. Okay, don't do that, guys. Do not kill your own roaches. That is very silly of you. Banelings are finished. Interesting to see where he's going to throw them. Is he going to throw them into the lings, or he's going to throw them at the hatchery? We do not know. Dimaga, you're seeing Naugrim sees your banelings. So right now, Dimaga going to try and get a good surround here. Getting some of the banelings over here to take out the lings. Oh, but one of the roaches absorbed one of them. He's still chasing these lings around, though, to stop the attack, and then throwing them at the roaches. Now, Dimaga still has a bunch of lings left here, but we still have a huge force from Naugrim. He's doing a good job at holding this line. Hatchery's still alive. Not very many lings yet, and Dimaga is expanding, so that's definitely going to be slowing down his attack right now. Income tab shows 17 harvesters for Naugrim, 13 for Dimaga. So right now Naugrim just slowly taking the lead. But if he loses this hatchery, it's not going to be good. Warping in a lot of banelings right now, 5 of them. Maybe he's going to throw them at the hatchery. Maybe he's going to throw them at the roaches. We'll have to see where this goes. More banelings just floating in here. Here comes another push from Dimaga. Not very many lings here though, guys, and this is a lot of roaches. Here comes the banelings. Focus firing one down. Will he get the hatchery? Yes, Dimaga's definitely getting this hatchery, and then immediately running back. So that's a huge blow to Naugrim, losing that 300 minerals right there. And we still have a lot of roaches on the field from Dimaga. So Dimaga's taking his expansion, and right now Naugrim's down 300 more minerals. Right now it's definitely showing that the resource counting tab, units lost tab, is showing Naugrim is behind. But if he counterattacks right now, this is a lot of roaches. This is a lot of lings. We do have a lot of lings from Dimaga though. Production tab shows that he's not building any more though. Would like to see that. Ling's getting a good surround on these roaches though. Will they be able to kill them all off? It definitely looks like that. Here comes the reinforcement lings from Naugrim. But Dimaga just taking it on top, showing why he's one of the best players in the world right now. Roaches coming down here to that expansion. Only one drone here, and it gets focused fired down. No, the drone. Ling's coming in here, going to try and get us around, but these guys are positioned properly to where it's going to be hard for that. More lings on the way. A lot more on the way. Here comes the surround. There's so many lings here for Dimaga that even with the good positioning from Naugrim, he's going to be able to kill all these roaches. A lot more roaches on the way, but right now the overwhelming force of Dimaga just constantly producing these lings is definitely giving him the advantage. And then right now Dimaga has 2 bases and he's got more drones than Naugrim, so definitely this is looking forward towards Dimaga right now. Coming back over here. Right now he should be able to just claim victory right now. Gonna be able to do a lot of damage. Just newly built expansion. He doesn't have very many roaches or lings. Naugrim is getting a baneling nest though. Probably should have gotten that earlier. And definitely looking like Naugrim's going to be able to hold a little bit longer. But there's a lot of going on in Dimaga's base right now. We are getting roaches. So we are transitioning to roaches. And getting the +1 ranged attack for them. So this could definitely go several ways here. Income tab shows 26 harvesters for Dimaga, 18 for Naugrim. So right now Naugrim doing a great job, or doing a sloppy job of keeping up. But it's not like he hasn't had problems this game. He's losing his hatchery to Dimaga's extreme pressure. Lots of roaches being raided on Dimaga's end. He's doing a good tech switch. Right now Naugrim's going to be going banelings, and when against roaches that's not going to be as good as you'd think. Roaches are going to be able to tank that quite well. Dimaga's doing an excellent job of transitioning right now. Controlling both Xel'Naga towers, seeing whenever a push comes, and right now they're just both trying to macro up to be able to get at each other again. Harvester counts 22 for Naugrim, 29 for Dimaga, so Dimaga is still taking this lead. No players gotten legendary yet. They're both just one basic or low teching as much as possible, staying in this game. And once Dimaga gets that +1 missile attack, he's going to have a huge advantage here. I mean, right now the army tab is 67 for Dimaga, 60 for Naugrim. We don't have any zergling speed on these lings, which is going to make them really, really ineffective. And we do have a lot of roaches here, and +1 should be done by the time this attack gets here. And if not, it will be done mid-fight, so this is looking really, really good for Dimaga. Right now, income tab shows 29, harvesters for 22. Both players have really stopped droning. Dimaga has 12 more lings on the way, so this attack's not really going to be that strong. We have a bunch of banelings here, though. If Dimaga can play this right, though, he's attacking now. He's moving forward. Doesn't know how this is going to play out. Though this is going to be pretty strong. A lot of roaches here. A lot of lings. Here come the banelings, though. A lot of them. But these roaches, look how well they tanked them. Didn't really take out that many with the amount of he invested into the roaches. But oh my god, these lings are getting devoured, and Naugrim is definitely going to be able to hold off this attack. But Dimaga's roaches have +1. This is going to be a very close fight. It looks like Dimaga's going to come out on top with the reinforcing lings, though. Those ling speed get you back to the fight as fast as possible and do a lot of damage. So good job to Dimaga just floating in units. Naugrim's base, we don't really have much. We have a couple roaches. We're getting a lot of lings, but they don't have speed. You need to be researching the speed right now. We have a pretty big force from Dimaga. Lots of roaches coming up here, lots of lings, and this +1 range attack is definitely giving him a huge advantage. Lots of lings, lots of roaches. Pretty big army, 72 versus 52. So right now, this is definitely looking toward Dimaga. Income tab shows 28, harvesters are 22, and this is really, really looking good for Dimaga. Here comes the lings. Watch out for that baneling though. Good spread out from Dimaga though. That baneling really hasn't accomplished anything. It's still running around. It goes into the roaches now because it's got nowhere else to go. More lings floating in here for Dimaga, getting a good surround. And then there's nothing left here for Naugrim to defend. Losing his queen, losing his last 2 roaches. This is definitely going to be GG for Naugrim. Dimaga just destroying this base right now. So many roaches. The +1 definitely a huge advantage. Lings constantly being flown in. And right now, this hatchery is definitely going to lose again, and that's another 300 minerals. Food count 76 for Dimaga, 32 for Naugrim. Definitely going to be game over. There's the GG. What an amazing game. Dimaga showing why he's such a strong Zerg player there. So good job. Make sure you guys subscribe. Good job to Dimaga. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.